There we go. So I thought this evening I would guide a practice from our new mindfulness-based healthy living course. And I will just post the link to that course into the chat box. So on this course, one of the things that we look at is how our mindfulness practice and sort of cultivating healthy habits can help us to sleep well, but also to rest well during the day. So one of the practices from the course is a non-sleep deep rest practice, which is what I'm going to guide now. So it's a progressive relaxation practice. And what I'll do is I'll guide that for 20 minutes. And then the last 10 minutes you can either come to sitting or you can stay lying down and we'll just be. Because I think for a lot of us, particularly when we're fairly early on in our meditation journey, we have a sense that meditation requires us to do something. And actually, as we progress, we realize that actually our meditation practice requires us to simply be. So we'll spend the last 10 minutes having a go at that. So letting go of doing and simply being. So hopefully that sounds okay. So for those people who want to, you can do this practice lying down. So if you would like to, and you've got a sofa nearby or a bed nearby, or a mat that you can put on the floor, you're welcome to lie down. But also it's a practice that you can do sitting. And if you are sitting, often, well, we always sit in posture, don't we, with the spine self-supporting. But for this practice, you can actually allow yourself to sit back a bit for the first part anyway. So that's completely up to you. So if you are lying down, you can lie on your back or your side or your front. Generally, we would lie on our back, but that's completely up to you. And you can have the arms down by the sides of the body with the palms up or with the palms down or with the hands on the belly. And if the legs are straight, just kind of flop the heels out to the side. And if the low back is a bit uncomfortable or arched, you can bend the knees, have the feet on the floor with the feet apart and the knees propped together. So just choosing a posture that feels comfortable, but a posture in which the spine feels lengthened and aligned. So maybe for a few breaths, just as we breathe in, having a sense of moving our awareness up the spine as we breathe in with a sense of lengthening. And then as we breathe out, a sense of letting go of the body. So breathing in, a sense of lengthening, moving our awareness up the spine, and then breathing out, letting go of the whole body. So this time as you breathe in, lengthening the back of the neck, breathing out, letting go. And then just moving our focus down the body. And as you breathe out, just relaxing the face. So you can have the eyes closed. If you want to, you can open them. And then moving our focus down to the heart area, relaxing here. And the shoulders. So you might want to lift the shoulders up, take them back, and then ease the shoulder blades, have a wiggle, ease the shoulder blades and down the back. Maybe just take the arms a little bit out to the side so that there's space underneath the armpits, and then allow the arms to rest in a comfortable position. Moving down to the belly, and as you breathe out, just relaxing the belly area. With each out breath. And then becoming aware of the whole body from the crown of the head, all of the way down to the tips of the toes. What do you notice? Becoming aware of the whole body from the left side of the body, all of the way across to the right side of the body. And then becoming aware of the inside of the body, And then moving our focus all the way out to the outside of the body. And then finally becoming aware of the whole body, unconditionally supported by the earth beneath, and surrounded by space. The whole body breathing. Aware of the whole of the breathing through the body. And then moving our focus all the way down the body, along both of the legs, and through the feet to the toes. And you might want to breathe a little deeper through this part of the practice, but that's completely up to you. And then when you next breathe in, curling the toes. And then as you breathe out, relaxing the toes. And we'll do that again. Breathing in, curling the toes, so clenching the muscles, and then breathing out, just relaxing, releasing, letting go of the toes. Noticing how this feels. On the next in-breath, stretching the toes apart from each other. And breathing out, just releasing the toes again. And then repeating this, stretching and separating the toes. And breathing out, releasing, relaxing the toes. And as we do this, remembering that there's no right or wrong way for the body to feel, curious about whatever sensations are present. Seeing if it's possible to offer this body some kindness and appreciation. And then on the next in-breath, pointing the feet. And then breathing out, relaxing the feet. And then breathing in, pointing the feet away from you. And then breathing out, just releasing the feet. And then as you next breathe in, pushing the heels away and bringing the toes up towards the shins. And then breathing out, letting this go. Curious about sensations within the feet as we breathe in and push the heels away, bringing the toes towards the shins. And then breathing out, relaxing the feet. And then on the next in-breath, clenching the muscles of the lower legs, so particularly the calf muscle. And then breathe out, letting that go. Breathing in, clenching the calf muscles again. And then breathing out, noticing how it feels to let that go. And moving up to the knees, lifting the kneecaps upwards, so pulling the kneecaps upwards towards the hips. Breathing out, letting that go. And then breathing in, pulling the kneecaps up again. And breathing out, releasing that. And at any point, if there's any bits of the body you'd like to skip over, no problem. This is your practice. So what's important is that you do what's right for your body here and now. And then on the next end, we're clenching the muscles of the thighs, the upper legs. And then breathing out, relaxing the thighs. Again, breathing in and clenching the thigh muscles. And breathing out, letting that go. And moving up to the buttocks, breathing in, clenching the buttocks. And breathing out, relaxing. Breathing in, clenching the buttocks. How does that feel? And then breathing out, noticing how it feels to relax. Moving up to the upper back, being careful here if you have any back problems, but breathing in and just gently arching the low back. And then breathing out, releasing that. So if you're lying down, breathing in, gently arching the low back up off the floor. And breathing out, releasing the low back. Noticing the detailed sensations inside of the body. Anything to notice there. On the next in-breath, gently flattening the low back, so pushing the low back into the ground or the back of the chair. And then breathing out, letting that go. Breathing in and just flattening the lower back, pushing the lower back into the floor, the back of the chair, and then breathing out, releasing that. And then on the next in-breath, pushing the belly out, and then breathing out, relaxing the belly. Repeating this, so breathing in, pushing the belly out. What's this like? Any thoughts about it? And breathing out, just releasing, relaxing the belly. Open and curious about whatever sensations are here. And then breathing in, sucking in the belly button. And then breathing out, releasing this. As always with our mindfulness practice, anytime we notice the mind has wandered, curious about where it's gone this time, and then gently bringing it back. Breathing in, pulling in the belly button towards the back of the spine. And then breathing out, releasing the belly area. How is that feeling now? And then the next time you breathe in, just expanding the rib cage as far as you can. And then breathing out, releasing the rib cage. So as you expand the rib cage, it may lift a little bit. So breathing in again, expanding the rib cage, lifting the rib cage. And then breathing out, just letting this go. And then on the next in-breath, just depressing the shoulders, pushing the shoulders down. And then breathing out, releasing. Curious about how it feels to depress the shoulders again on an in-breath. How it feels to release the shoulders on an out-breath. And then on the next in-breath, hunching the shoulders up towards the ears. And breathing out, letting them go. Breathing in, hunching the shoulders up towards the ears. And breathing out, letting this go. On the next in-breath, curling the shoulders forwards towards the collarbones. And breathing out, releasing this. And breathing in, curling the shoulders towards the collarbones. Noticing how this feels. And then breathing out, relaxing the shoulders once more. And this time, pushing the shoulders back, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and then breathing out, releasing that. Curious about the detailed sensations of each movement as we breathe in, taking the shoulders back, pulling the shoulder blades together, and breathing out, letting that go. And you might want to have a little bit of a wiggle of the shoulders just to move them back into a neutral, comfortable position. As we move our focus down the arms to the hands, and breathing in, making a fist with both hands, and then breathing out, letting go. And breathing in, making a fist with the hands, and breathing out again, letting that go. On the next in-breath, stretching the fingers away from each other, opening the palms, and then breathing out, releasing that. Breathing in, stretching the hands, and then breathing out, releasing that again. On the next in-breath, clenching the muscles of the arms. And breathe out, relaxing the arms, letting go of the breath, letting go of the arms. On the next in-breath, clenching the arms, and then breathing out, relaxing and releasing that. So moving back up to the shoulders now, and this time lifting the shoulders up, taking them back, and then pulling the shoulder blades down the back, and then breathing out, release this. And as you breathe in again, first lift the shoulders, then take them back, and then ease the shoulder blades down the back, and then breathing out, letting that go. Moving up to the neck and just gently arching the neck. Breathing out, releasing that. Breathing in once more, gently arching the neck, nothing too strong. Open the throat. And then breathing out, releasing this. And then the next time you breathe in, pulling the chin down to the chest, so closing the throat. And then breathing out, releasing that. Breathing in, placing the chin down towards the chest, constricting the throat a little bit. And then breathing out, letting that go. And then just very gently, a very delicate, slight movement of the head, a little bit side to side, a little bit back to front. So just finding that position where the head is balanced on the top of the spine with the back of the neck long. Sensing this from within. And then moving to the jaw, so clenching the teeth as you breathe in. Releasing this on the out breath. Breathing in and clenching the teeth. And breathing out, letting this go. On the next in-breath, pushing the tongue into the roof of the mouth. And breathing out, releasing that. Tongue is a muscle we often forget. Breathing in, pushing the tongue into the roof of the mouth. And breathing out, releasing that. And then for the next in-breath, scrunching up the face. And breathing out, letting that go. Breathing in, scrunching up the whole of the face. And breathing out, letting that go. And then the next time you breathe in, opening the mouth as wide as it will go, stretching the whole of the face, opening the eyes wide. And breathing out, letting that go. One more time, breathing in, stretching the face, opening the mouth. And then breathing out, releasing, letting that go. Opening once more to the whole body from the crown of the head, all of the way down to the tips of the toes. Allowing the body to rest, unconditionally supported by the ground and surrounded by space. So letting go of everything that's happened in the past, letting go of what might happen in the future, letting go of anything that's happening now. There's no need to make anything happen. There's no need to figure anything out. We can allow ourselves to simply relax right now and rest. So often our attitude to meditation is it's something that we have to do. But over time, if we begin to realize we actually don't need to do anything, we can simply be, and then the meditation happens by itself. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, nothing to achieve. Thoughts will continue to come and go, no problem, let them be. Same with emotions, sensations. Let them be. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, nothing to achieve. And as we come towards the end of this practice, appreciating ourselves for making the time to practice this evening, appreciating our commitment to our meditation practice, grateful for everybody else here, for their company, companionship. Reflecting on the benefit that comes from our practice. Wishing that this benefit will grow for all of us here and be shared amongst ourselves, with our friends, with our families, with all of those who are mentioned in the chat box, so that the benefit spreads out through our world, relieving suffering and challenges and difficulties, bringing peace and joy. And now as you're lying down on the floor, you might want to just gently wiggle fingers and the toes. You could also do this if you're sitting, if you want to. You might want to circle the wrists and the ankles, curious about how it is to move now. Having a little bit of a stretch, so stretching the arms in front of you or above the head. And if you're lying down on the ground, it can be nice to bring the knees up towards the chest and gently rock from side to side, massaging the lower back into the ground. And then when you're ready, rolling over onto one side and coming up to sitting. So as I say, that's the practice from our Mindfulness-Based Healthy Living course. The details are there in the chat box, and one of the areas that we look at is rest and sleep. So what I will do now is I will change the settings again so that you'll be able to unmute yourself if you want to. You'll be able to send messages to everybody. Let me just check that. And you should be able to unmute. So let me just stop the recording.